Guys, Token Vaping here. So today's review is something that's a little outside my comfortable zone, and it's a good thing, and it's a weird thing, I guess, for me. Because I usually always deal with companies that have a fruit flavor, dessert flavor, the normal flavors that we're used to, and I never really dealt a whole lot with companies that were outside of that realm. But I did discover this company. They're based in Europe. And the company is called Red Vape e-liquids, and this is their logo and their bottle. With the lighting, I apologize with that. There you go. It's a little hard to see there. But they have two lines. They do have a fruit line, which was originally what I was looking at, but they also have a tobacco flavor line. Now, I'm not a huge tobacco fan. I have tried some variations before, but as a reviewer, I try to keep an open mind. I try to keep, I try to be as openly interested or curious as possible, because you never know, you may come across something that is completely different that you may end up liking. And I do know there are some people out there that do every so often or prefer using a tobacco flavor line. So this is one that I figured I'd give it a shot, try it out, and kind of just see how it is, because it may be completely different than what I'm accustomed to. But they do have, as I stated, this was their little flavor profile menu that they sent me, but these are the two lines that they have. One is called the premium range, and one is called the reserva range. The reserva range is the tobacco line, and they are British made luxury e-liquids. Now, I will say, ingredients wise, they have the same thing on here that pretty much everything else that we're used to vaping. The only added exception to this is it does say that it has tobacco flavoring. Now, how entailed that actually is, I'm not sure, because I don't know a whole lot about the processing when it involves tobacco. I don't think there's actual tobacco in here. I think it's just they have a process to where they can extract the flavoring and I guess what makes the tobacco flavoring that flavor, and they use that to incorporate into the liquid so that it tries to give you as genuine a taste or flavor as possible. Now, with this being outside the United States, obviously it's a bit easier for them to be able to do this, because if there was a company in the States doing this, it definitely would not go well with a lot of people. But it is a 50-50 blend, and these are, because they have to be TPD compliant for overseas. They did send me a 10 milliliter bottle in their size, so it does look like this. So now I'm going to go ahead and just straight try this flavor out, see how it vapes, and then I will let you know. The one that I'm trying right now is called Perique, or Perique, Perique. It basically is based on a tobacco flavor that is grown in Louisiana, and it has subtle notes of caramel and vanilla. So hopefully we will try this out and we will see how this goes. Also, as always, I usually try my best to do fresh cotton for each video. It just makes more sense that way. And as always, you guys know the cotton that I use, Tough Wicks. I either use the Tough Wicks or the Juicy Wicks, whichever one I have on hand, but it is my go-to cotton whenever and however I need it. Always works really well, little to no break-in time, and it just works well. But that link is always in the comment box below, next to that subscribe button as well. Okay, so you definitely, I will say I am surprised. You definitely do smell you definitely do get a tobacco smell off of an inhale, but it does have a slight sweetness to it as well. It's not as overpowering as I was expecting it to be, and again, that's partly on me, because I do have, going into this, because it says tobacco, you're expecting it to be like heavy on that smell or odor or taste, whatever. So the fact that it has a slight bit of subtleness to it or sweetness to it is actually kind of nice. I mean, you do still get that little bit of a, I don't know if you would say like that mustiness of the tobacco, but it does have a bit of sweetness to that. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this a vape, and I will let you know what I think. So bear with me here a second. It's definitely tobacco. That is full force, slam you in the face, definitely hits you tobacco. That is way more of a hit than I was expecting, I'll be honest. I'm gonna just do a quick little re-drip just to see if I can pick out the caramel and the, what was it? The caramel and vanilla, because I really did not get anything out of that at all with those couple of hits. It literally was just straight tobacco. So I'm gonna give this one more try, and we will see if I can get anything else out of that. Okay, so maybe it just needed to work in a little bit. On the very tail end undertone, there is a slight, I mean, you barely taste it, at least I barely taste it. There is a slight hit of vanilla in there. It definitely, for me, it's not strong enough to really smooth this out. The caramel, I don't know if it's just supposed to be as subtle, but it's definitely something that it's not meant to be very strong. That's what I'm gathering out of this. You get it more really on the tail end of it. It's basically just, I guess, supposed to be kind of like a sweet little finish, but the primary flavor on this is definitely tobacco. But I will say that for a tobacco flavor, it is definitely a bit smoother than a lot of the other ones that I've tried. A lot of tobacco flavors that I've tried definitely have a really harsh hit to them, especially it being a 50-50. You figure it's gonna just be like a slam to your throat. You do get the scratchiness to this. I mean, I definitely am feeling it right here. But the overall flavor of it, while it is strong in tobacco, it definitely is a little bit smoother than most that I've tried. I will say, if you are looking for a tobacco flavor that is more of an authentic flavor, I would definitely give this line a try. It is Red Vape e-liquid. Check out their Instagram, check out their website. It's redvape.com. But like for me personally, because I am more of a dessert flavor, this definitely is not something that I would use on a regular basis, just because it's a taste that I try to get away from. But you know, there are people out there that definitely are looking for something along these lines, and they are looking for something that has a little bit more subtle, or a subtleness as far as like a sweetness to it, or they're looking for something that just will curb that feeling, I guess, of that flavor without, you know, feeling like they have to go back to, you know, other options with that. But overall, if you are looking for a tobacco flavor, definitely check out Red Vape. They are definitely doing what they do well, and the process behind the scenes of all of this, they definitely put the time and effort into making sure that this is as high a quality liquid as possible that you can get. These are available in 3, 6, 12, and 18, and like I said, definitely just give their Instagram page and their website a check if you are looking into a tobacco flavor, or like I said, they do make a fruit flavor line as well. But if that is made with the same quality as this is, they definitely have two solid winners on their hands. So as always, guys, thank you for taking the time to watch. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, definitely put them in the box below. I will answer them to the best that I can. But until next time, always truly love yourself and always keep it cloudy. Take care.